Hi everyone. Let's implement the solution of two sum problem, and the problem statement is given an array of integers num and integer target, return the indices of two numbers so that they add up to the target. So we have already given the array of integers in which we have to add two numbers which produce the result which will be equal to the target value. So you may assume that each input would have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. So whatever input element of integer we have given, we can't use the same element twice time. The third point we have, you can return the answer in any order. It means order is not required. Whatever uh, result it is going to produce of indices, you may return in any order. And for example, we have input 2, 7, 11, 15, which is type of integer, and the target value we have 9. It means we have to find two element, the sum of those two element will be equal to the target value. So we have to return those element indices. So output here we have 0 and 1. The value at 0th index we have 2, and at first index we have 7. So sum of these 2 and 7 will become 9, which is equal to the target value. That's why we are returning the indices of these two elements, which is 0 and 1. Same rule applies to second input as well. So here we have three examples. So we have to implement the solution which handles these all use cases. So let's get started. So to save some time, we have already created a class along with toSum method, which takes two input parameter. The first one is nums of int array. The second one is target of int type. And it is going to produce a result of int array. So let's implement the solution for this problem first. Then we will be walking you through the implementation. So let's get started. For this solution implementation, we are going to take a help of index-based for loop. Initially, we'll extract the current value from the integer array with the help of index. Then whatever current value we got from this array, that will be subtracting from target value. Target minus current. So here we are going to take a help of map. So why we are doing this subtraction in this program, that let's understand that, or the logic behind this implementation, let's understand that. So we'll take this input which is already given in the example or problem statement, and target value is 9. So as we are using index based for loop, so it is starting from 0 index, right? So initially I value will be 0. Then what we are doing, we are subtracting the current from target. Target value we have 9 as given in the below line, and at 0 index or first iteration, the I value is 0. It means at 0th index, what value we have is 2, that we are subtracting from target, and it is going to produce a result 7. So we'll be comparing whether 7 is present in our map or not. As it is a first iteration, so definitely map will be empty, and if it is empty, so we are going to add that value into map. Let's add that map dot add. Our key will be uh, current value, which is 2, and value will be index. So this 2 is at which index? It is at the 0th index that we are going to add. All right. Now this is first iteration, and index value is 0. And in second iteration, index value or I value is going to be 1. Now target value we have 9, which and the current value we will have 7, because at first index in the array we have 7. So 9 minus 7 is going to give 2. Now we will be checking in our map, do we have any key uh, which is equal to this current value or this x value. This 2 is nothing but x value, right? After this subtraction, we are keeping this in x. So if any of the value which is equal to this, if this present in this map or not, so definitely we already have that value as a key in this map. So with the help of this key, we'll get index value. Index is nothing but 0. So it means from this we are going to do map dot get with the help of this 2, and it is going to return 0. This is, it means there is a value at 0th index and the current index value we have 1. It means these are the two index. On these two index, whatever value we have, if we do sum of these two values, all right, then it is going to be equal to target value. Let's check that. So 0th index we have 2, first index we have 7, and 2 plus 7 is going to be equal to 9. It means the logic we are going to write is correct. Let's see that uh, by implementing the further solution. So here we have to create one map where map is equal to new hash map, and key is going to be the value at particular index, and value is going to be of this map is index itself. And it's good to give the size to your map if you're aware of already. Now we'll be checking if the map, if our map is having the value which is there inside the x, which is nothing but this one. After doing a subtraction operation, whatever value we are going to get, that value we are checking in map. This time there is nothing, but this time we have some value which is present in map. That's why we are checking. If it is present, then get the index of that value. So if it is present, then return new int. So map dot get by using this x, and the second is going to be the current index value, which is I. All right. Uh, this is a use case when the value is already present inside map. But what if map is empty and this is a first iteration and the index value is 0? In this case, this if condition is going to be false, and it is going to come to else block, where we'll be simply adding the value into map. We'll be adding current and then index value itself. Now let's see whether our program is working fine or not. Let's create main method, and then let's call this toSum by passing the same input. New int, and then target value we are going to give 9. It is going to return the integer array as a result. So we are going to keep that in one of the integer array variable. So let's print this value. arrays dot toString, because if we directly print this result, it will print hash code. That's why we are taking help of this arrays dot toString method. Now let's run this program, and expected output from this program is let's check, is 0 and 1. Let's verify that. 0 and 1. So 0th index 2 and first index we have 7. 2 plus 7 is going to be equal to target value, which is 9. Let's change our input again. Let's see whether the second input is working fine or not. Second input we have this, and target value we have 6. 6. Let's run. So output of this second input is 1 and 2. At first index we have 2 and second index we have 4. So 2 plus 4 is going to be equal to target value, that is 6. This is also true. Let's verify the last input which is given in this problem statement, which is 3 plus 3. Target value is 6. So in this case, it should return 0 and 1 because 3 plus 3 is going to be 6 and 3 is at 0th index and another 3 is at first index. That's why it is returning 0 and 1. So this is working fine, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video and stay tuned for other videos.